with Lance and Steve to talk. Oh, wait, help me out here.
Skyshine.
Skyshine's BEDLAM. Yes, thank you. I feel so embarrassed.
Nicely done.
But guys, tell me a little bit about BEDLAM. The game looks beautiful from what I saw, by the way.
So probably the best way to summarize Skyshine's BEDLAM is it's like a FTL meets Mad Max. What's also interesting as well is the Skyshine team licensed the Banner Saga engine, which really kind of helped kickstart their development, and you'll see a lot of that from some of the battle boards and things and how that plays out. But it's a much, I mean, when you start playing the combat, you will find out very quickly that it is not the Banner Saga combat. Much faster, much more arcade-like, and you'll basically get into this whole post-apocalyptic world where, I mean, essentially you're set up in this world, in this kind of Byzantine, where humanity and everybody's trying to just get to this mythical city of Aztec City.
Right. And
they're trying to get there in kind of FTL type fashion, where you're traveling across this roguelike map. So it's this post-apocalyptic map, and you're trying to get there with as many survivors as you can. And yeah, you're basically driving this huge dozer that moves all these people, and you've got to manage resources along the way. And as a roguelike, that randomizes every single time, so it's not the same experience. And
different events, different characters, different surprises.
Yeah, surprises. That's a good one. Lots of them. So, like, we've been showing it here at the show, and I'm demoing it to people, and it's like, I have no idea what's going to happen next. So, I mean, there's been things I've never seen before, and that's exciting, right? I mean, there's so many different encounters and different POIs and different stores, different crew members. Yeah, it makes for a lot of great content, which a good a good roguelike should have, definitely.
So let's check out what we're seeing right here on the screen.
So this right now is the world map. You're seeing a bunch of different areas that you can explore.
Right.
And what you're seeing there is that you're basically moving this dozer, and it's costing you crude and meat because you've got all these people, and of course you've got this massive people mover called the dozer.
Right.
And you're picking different destinations, and based off of random events and things, you're going to basically have some encounters. So you're either going to go under attack, or you're going to have to, like this guy, you're going to basically come up and fight some mutants. And now you're basically building out your crew, and you can risk it. And this guy looks like he's kind of clicking off a few people, and the fewer troops that you bring in there, the more bonuses you have available to you. You got multiple classes. You got Deadeyes, which are like snipers, frontliners, gunslingers, and trenchers. So you have shotgun people, dual-wielding gunslingers. You got these guys that are hitting people with these kind of like laser swords almost. You can rename all your characters, all these different things. And
so it looks like there's like a risk-return thing going on here. If I only send out like one character that I think I can handle it all, and they fail, like what happens? Is it just game over? Do I get to pick more players, like more of my crew to kind of send out? Like what happens there?
Well, to start, it's permadeath. So
once they're gone,
they fail. Those guys are gone. So you only have so many troops. You can pick up some more, and let me tell you, as you start losing troops, it hurts. You're basically trying to get everybody to even level up and get to be veterans and kind of grow with it.
Right. All right. So what we have going on is just one mutant out there with he's got like his lobster hands ready to go.
Yeah, he's definitely a tricky guy to fight. He's actually one of our rare kind of encounters. If you actually beat him, he joins your crew.
Oh, that's awesome.
The downside is he's really hard to beat. So I'm actually not sure if he wins.
Are we taking bets here on whether our pro back there is going to pull this off or not?
We'll see. I don't think so.
God. Oh, he just melted. Like so that dude is gone. He's like, he's not coming back ever.
See you later.
Oh,
the Deadeye.
Sniper for the win.
There
Nicely done.
Beautiful. That feels so satisfying too, combat-wise.
Oh, the sounds are great. The effects are awesome. Like you saw the puke monster there, right? Like that effect of the acid and the skeleton. Sam and John and Jeff, those guys, the Skyshine guys, have done tons of great work adding to the small things that really make it pop. Everything from the sounds to the little animations to the the visual effects, everything.
And what you just saw there too is you can upgrade your dozer, so you can heal troops faster, spend less on crude or meat or things. So there's a lot of customizations in there as well. And here you can see now you've got Chundarak, whatever his name is. So now he's joined your group, and you've got Vomit Monster. Basically.
You killed one of our teammates, but you're a pretty big guy. So why don't you join us?
That's right.
He's worth it.
So what you're seeing here too is these guys are going to go out Mad Max style, almost sending out some of the vehicles to like a little side mission.
Oh,
which is very cool. But you know what the Skyshine guys wanted to make sure we did is leave the world more open exploration. So it's not like you can kind of go around and just take your time, knowing that you still have to manage your resources, of course. But you've got to do some fun things, and you can go as many different places as you want.
Very cool. Very cool.
But there is a downside to that.
Oh, what's that? Yep.
As you're in the wasteland exploring stuff, obviously you're using your resources. Resources are very limited. The other thing to think about is in the wasteland there's King Viscera, King Viscera is kind of like the self-proclaimed leader of the Wasteland.
Right.
As you start playing, he doesn't really know about you. The longer you stay out in the Wasteland exploring and killing off his guys, the more pissed he gets. So he'll send stronger guys after you. He'll come after you harder and faster. It's a risk-reward thing.
Is taking out this king like the end game, or is the end game to survive as long as possible? Like, I know this is like a roguelike, and I'm sure I'm just gonna die like a million times and probably really enjoy it. But like, what's the end goal here? Like, I know in other games there's like, this like one final boss you take down, but like, what are we looking at here?
I'd let you take it because you actually beaten it or at least once.
Yeah, I've actually beaten it, or I've actually gotten pretty far in it. I've actually gotten there a few times. So obviously the end goal is to get to this place called Aztec City,
right?
Which is like this, mythological place to a lot of these people. They don't know if it really exists. Is it really out there? Can we get there? And yeah, you're journeying through the wasteland trying to get to Aztec City with as many people as possible. That's kind of the end result. Get to the final destination.
Yeah, we don't want to give a spoiler, but there's some other things that happens
definitely
after.
Nothing's ever. Yeah, go ahead. There's some nice, definite gameplay things that happen, even if you do get to Aztec City.
Yeah, post-apocalypse, you have to expect some stuff to go down that's not going to be your way, right?
Oh, yeah.
And now the resource management, like, does it ever come to a point where, like, it makes sense for you to kind of, like, get rid of your teammates because they're consuming, like, like, is that ever a tough choice you have to make? Like, yeah, like, this guy's not been pulling his weight. I'm probably going to swap him out with, like, lobster ham mutant guy, so, you're not eating our food anymore, buddy.
Or I can turn some passengers into meat, because that's very friendly.
wait. So not going to kick you off the team. In fact, I'm just going to, like...
Hey, it gets rough out there.
There's some tough choices.
Do they fight back? Is there kind of like some kind of revolt, or is it like just like implied that you sneakily kind of like you're off the team and we're pulling you into like, doing some Sweeney Todd stuff?
Implied. I think it's more direct than that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. We're not, just basically turn you guys into meat or trade you guys for some oil.
Yeah. Like, you take these 50 people and I can get some
slavery,
crude oil.
You're touching all the bases of slavery, cannibalism. Like, wow. All right.
It's a rough world.
Yes,
definitely.
Absolutely.
Now,
and you're gonna meet a lot of different type of races. You're gonna have there's these cyborgs, there's these AI, marauders, mutants, and of course you have the humans as well. So you're gonna come across a lot of different types of different strategies, and every unit has a different special ability, of course,
right.
And hopefully they're in your crew, but you're going to come up against them more often than not.
Oh, man. So question, like, going through this, like, several times, is there any, like, persistent, like, rewards you get from, like, let's say completing the game or, like, So,
yeah, you see there. So your dozer itself can be equipped with different weapons, different equalizers,
right,
and different cargo, and that cargo might have benefits. It could have, those benefits could be good or bad, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, so that's kind of the roguelike element, the progression element is you only start with one dozer, but
right.
Eventually, kind of a la FTL, you unlock new ships. We have new dozers.
Ah, very cool.
All with unique visuals, unique sounds, unique things to them.
As you get new guy, or excuse me, as your guys level up as well, they can go from like veteran to elite.
Right.
So they actually will start to hit people harder or have a greater chance of headshots or whatever that basically is. So that progression also kind of carries through as you keep going along your path to Aztec City as well. Which having a veteran, just even a veteran, is an amazing thing to have because they're a really important troop.
Oh man, I can just imagine the rage right now having like just someone on my team, like especially someone I like put a lot of live into, like leveling them up and just having something like catastrophic happen to them.
It is so, like, for me, like if I get these rare guys, if I ever unlock the puke guy,
right,
or there's another shotgun guy that he's really rare, but I found a couple times. When they die, it's like I just want to quit right then. It's like, oh man.
We've all been there.
But then you want to keep playing, because then you want to find the next rare guy, or the next rare weapon, or the next relic, or whatever it may be. Just because there's so much unique content that's just.
It sounds like every playthrough is gonna be like staggeringly different in terms of like what you run into. You're gonna hope for like a certain event to happen, and
certainly
like
every single run that I've done, I can't say I've ever had. And I've played quite a bit. None of them have been the same. There's been times where I've been killed within a few minutes because I'm a dumbass at times. There's other times where I might run out of crude and I'm so close to Aztec City and I'm out of resources and it's just, oh, I'm SOL.
Yeah, you get a little Russian roulette option and you're kind of just done.
Yep.
So does playing Bedlam like just like harden you? Like do you play like does every playthrough do you feel like you're just getting like more like cold towards like the world? Like I'm sure there are decisions we have to make where they have to be like kind or just like or just have to like just make hard decisions based on like survival. Do you feel like every playthrough you're just kind of getting like you're losing more of your humanity or maybe I don't know. What is your thought here, guys?
I want to hear Steve's. I have my own opinion here. I think.
I mean I think so. I mean you're kind of just. I'm kind of ruthless a little bit because you know that some of the choices that you're going to make later on I'm kind of like a resource hound in the beginning because I know it's just going to get much more brutal, and I make bad decisions apparently because next thing you know, I'm losing crew members or my warriors. I mean that's where I typically fail the most because what we haven't explained is combat. Every side, it's not like Banner Saga where it's like you go, I go.
Right.
This is every side gets 2 moves. You can either move twice, you can move and shoot, or you can shoot twice or attack twice. So that really makes it a much faster experience, but also costly. So as guys get into range, you could potentially lose a guy like really fast.
Wow.
And since it's permadeath, that hurts. So as you start losing your troops, as you saw in some of the other screens, you might be out of the really heavy hitter melee guys, and all of a sudden you're just getting wasted.
Is it feasible to just have a very cautious team of just long range attackers? Or is that just not going to sort out when someone kind of rushes in there and just wipes you out? I'm guessing you guys have kind of balanced it out.
It's feasible. Some people are saying, yeah, Deadeyes are the best, but then there's situations where no,
they're probably going to get melted by acid by Lobster Hand Man.
That's right.
All right, but very cool. So how about the art style? Where did the inspiration come from? I see kind of the Mad Max feel in terms of the world. But did you guys just kind of get together in a room and be like, yeah, we need to get someone like a laser slicer sword thingy, or how did that all work out?
Well, that was John Mueller. I mean, he pulls a lot from heavy metal references, and he's been doing graphic novels and things for years. He just launched Oink, which is his own publication as well. But this is his vision. He's also supported really pretty heavily by Sam Gage with all of his special effects and animations as well. But this art style is John's. I mean, if you talk to the guys, this is the game they wanted to make, for their 14-year-old selves. It's kind of pulls in all these references and of the classic movies and things that we all kind of grew up with, and having people melted with acid vomit and blowing guys up, kicking them in the balls, and all this stuff that you kind of just pulled in, and the art style just really kind of supported it from an overall. I mean, it supports it with the Banner Saga engine, of course, right? The Banner Saga's got such a great, beautiful aesthetic, and this really kind of complemented stuff that John really wanted to accent with his style.
No, it looks beautiful and tremendous fun. So my question is, so this is coming out on Steam on September 17th, right?
Yes.
Now, the engine apparently was ported over to mobile. Will we ever see this on mobile? Because this is the game I'd love to kind of be able to kind of play on my subway ride. I'm from the city, or maybe on a plane without pulling out my laptop. So is that a possibility if in the future perhaps?
Yes, we haven't made any official announcements as to when or how or what, but the engine does afford us a lot of those opportunities to do so. And I think it's a lot of the strength that the Banner Saga engine has given them. I mean, they started with a lot of tools that they wouldn't necessarily had in some regards, even with a Unity engine, because it gave them the battle boards, it gave them the combat, it gave them the movement, it gave them the animation engine in many regards. So there's a lot of things that just kind of got them going.
Right.
And also, of course, Banner Saga is running on mobile, so it is ready to go.
That is awesome. Wow. So Skyshine's Bedlam looks incredible. Where can people go to find out more about the game?
Yeah, so if you look us up on Twitter, we're at GoBedlam. If you look on Facebook, it's Skyshine's Bedlam.
GoBedlam.com.
Yeah, GoBedlam.com. You can click on Steam. You can come play it here at the show if you're here at PAX Prime. We're up on the 6th floor. Go hands-on, go kill some stuff, or hopefully not die.
I'm going to visit later today.
We got some mutant bobbleheads. Actually, there's a couple right over there. We got some mutant bobblehead in those white boxes.
Oh, right over here.
Yeah, we got some bobbleheads. We've got the game being played.
Good luck taking that thing out.
Oh, that's going to take some time.
Yeah,
definitely.
All
right, I'll trust you over there. That sounds awesome.
We're giving away a Bedlam PC.
Wow.
So come upstairs, check us out.
Got to hit you guys up. So
definitely.
Lance, Steve, thank you so much. I will definitely pick it up.
Thank
you guys.
Thank you.
It was incredible.
Thank you.
Can't wait. And thank you guys for joining. We'll be back in just a few minutes. See you guys soon.